What's happening, everybody?
Oh, I didn't know we were live.
We are live.
I was watching the live to make sure that the sound was on, and I was listening to the countdown.
Yeah.
And you said hi when it was at like 4. So
you're watching. You're waiting for us to actually be live by watching the actual countdown that is lagging behind what we're actually doing.
Yes.
Excellent.
So I have big news tonight. Top Pops is here in the chat, and he was actually the first to comment. Welcome, Top Pops.
Unbelievable.
Thank you for being here.
Unbelievable. So, would you turn yourself down? Okay.
I'm not giving them free ASMR.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Glad to have you here. I'm pretty explosive when we go live, but tonight I wasn't because...
Are you talking about your butt?
No, I'm not talking about my buttocks. I'm talking about excitement, and for whatever reason, I got held up by you watching the countdown. I hope you all had a great weekend. Typically, on Sundays, we like to be your weekend closeout, where we can talk about all things Funko, all things collectible, and just all things fun, entertainment-wise, nerdy stuff, whatever you want to talk about, throw it in the comment section. We'll discuss it. This week has been a crazy week, which is why I decided to call this a weekly recap. We don't always recap. We don't always recap the week, but I figured it was a good time to do it because this week has been full of just complete fire. A lot of awesome stuff this week. Okay. You're going to say something funny about crap. I already know. That's what you're going to do.
You mentioned crap, and you mentioned explosives.
Right.
So...
I'm talking about last night's video.
Yes. Did anyone catch Chris's quadruple fart? I mean, why are more people...
It was 3, I think.
It was 4.
It was?
Yeah, we can watch it again.
No, we don't need to watch it.
No, we need to watch it.
No, I'll take your word for it.
It was...
You know, it's funny because I don't
4.
replay your fart on here.
No, I replay my own farts.
Yeah, I know. I never replay your farts. How that made it into the video, the big fart, it was because of Heather. Because I was actually going to keep it out. Heather's like, no, let's put it in there. It would be really funny. And I thought it would be I don't know. I don't want to become like fart humor channel.
Hold on, listen.
That isn't what I want to do.
Do you feel better now?
Oh, it is 4.
That was 4.
Yeah, it was 4. Okay, good. Thank you. Terrence Randino, it appears that you're deleting your messages?
No, somebody else's.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what's going on. Thank you.
Hello, Terrence. Please don't flood the chat. Thank you.
Yes. Good day. Hello, Adelaide toy collector. Heather sounds jealous. She can't hit the quadruple fart. That is correct. Heather.
Trust me, Dean. I've done it many a time.
Heather is louder than me. Her farts are stronger than mine. It is a true statement.
Why do you think Chris's hair is always standing up?
That's right. That was a wet one. I'm getting sick just thinking about this, actually. I hate that I've now farted in a video. I think this might be the very first time this has ever happened.
I think it is, and I think I'm on probably 50 or 60.
No, I think it was literally just the one. That wasn't not long ago.
No, you put one on a Hot Toys video for sure.
I did?
Yeah.
On a Hot Toys video?
Mm-hmm. Because I came in, you were doing a Hot Toys video, and I said, hey, listen to this, and I farted or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all. So anyway, what a week. So the Ghost Rider Black Light figure, I think that was literally the week news. Like that was literally the most popular thing of the week. People still going crazy about this particular Funko Pop. Complete blindside. Who knew that this was going to happen?
Wait, Ghost Rider Blacklight dropped.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Didn't hear anything about it.
Oh, okay. Got a comedian over here downing an ice cream. So yeah, it was shocking. We knew of like the X-Men Blacklight Funko Pops, coming out prior to them actually dropping. I don't remember if that was like a leak or not. I can't really remember. But this just came completely out of nowhere. And I got to be honest, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic that we got something that was like totally secret, something we had no like knowings about. I just thought this is the greatest thing ever. And I hope that they can continue to do stuff like this.
Question. Where am I?
What?
Where am I?
What do you mean, where are you? Oh, you're not in the video. I cut you off because you're eating your ice cream. I was trying to be nice to you, see? There you are. Yeah, so I hope they do more like this. I hope they do more black light Funko Pops like this because I know they're so crazy popular right now. I think it made it easy for the folks who did end up getting it. It seemed like there was the botters out there who claimed that they got like, I don't know, $35,000. It was like something stupid or made $35,000 off of it. I hope that's like a blown out number. I really do because I think that it sucks that stuff like that happens. I wish Funko was a smaller company so they could go out and like cancel a lot of those orders like Abominable Toys and Tiny Ghost or Bim Toy. But that's never going to happen, unfortunately. It's not going to happen. People, the flippers are going to end up getting them, and that's just how it is. So now, because of that, Ghost Rider is up to like $300 plus right now. I mean, it's been constantly climbing. I've been keeping my eye on it on eBay and stuff like that. I was lucky enough to get this Funko Pop. It is apparently supposed to arrive tomorrow, so we'll cover that. We'll talk about it. We'll show it on camera, do a full 360 with it. The whole 9 yards, because as you guys know, I'm a completionist when it comes to the black light Funko set because they are just amazing. They're probably the best thing that Funko has done in, I don't know, close to since I started collecting. I mean, they're just awesome. And I know, don't beat me up, I know that black light Funko Pops did exist before through. What was it? Five Nights at Freddy's, but really, who cares? I don't know. I've never been a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, so it didn't matter so much to me. But the Ghost Rider is awesome. So there's Ghost Rider that happened this week, and then also the Snake Eyes Funko Pop. There's Ghost Rider as his box. The Iron Man PX exclusive, was that this week? God, that feels like ages ago since we talked about that.
Nick, no, Chris did not get the Winter Soldier yet.
No Winter Soldier yet. I'm still waiting. It's I think it's going to show up when it shows up, and that could possibly be never. I don't know.
Tina, we have heard about a lot of damaged boxes. However, they're not damaged. It seems like a lot of it is shipping box damage. Although it is not uncommon for like the larger boxes to have some sort of like imperfection on them. I mean, they're not totally smashed or anything, but it'll be often where there's like a small crease or dent somewhere. And I think it's just because they're oversized.
That's what you're saying, but I mean, I can agree with that to some extent, but the amount of photos we've been seeing of them damaged is kind of bumming me out.
Yeah, but I've seen like a lot of shipping boxes. And also there's a big issue with a top crease and the Pop Culture Ghost Riders.
Really?
Yeah, major issue, yeah.
So Pop Culture only?
Not Pop Culture only, but it's been like excessive. Like a lot of them coming from Pop Culture have a dent in the top.
Yeah, because Pop Culture was sort of like the last ditch effort to get this thing.
Yeah.
Because people were going crazy like the day that it dropped. Our group, Gastlecast, we went together. If you guys aren't there, you should totally go and join. The group was going nuts there for a while. In fact, we had to like start we had to start like calming everybody down a little bit and like put the fires out because it was getting very overwhelming for a while where people wanted it.
Yes.
And they're trying to hunt people who had it. And of course, we're all about helping each other and hunting together and all that kind of stuff. But this was just an overwhelming Funko Pop ask because it was one that just dropped randomly and not a whole lot of people apparently got it. So
no, Chris sent me a link and normally like, okay, this is how it works with Chris and I. Chris works during the day. I'm normally at home. I'm normally the one to get the Funko Pop or the Funko Shop drops. And I'll normally send a link to Chris if he can get it, fine. If not, whatever. It's not a big deal because normally I'll get it. And what we'll do with the extras is just help the group.
Yeah.
Well, with this drop, Chris actually caught it, even though he was at work. And I saw his message like a minute too late. And it was sold out. So, I mean, we didn't get what we normally would because
Nope.
normally I'll get an extra two and throw them out to the group.
Yeah. Collecting with Red, thank you. I saw your nice comment. He said he laughing at our comments in the groups and apparently having fun in there. So that's awesome. Did Carnage sell out faster than Ghost Rider?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think Ghost Rider was like record.
I remember Carnage being
sellout
up for a
almost.
while. Didn't Carnage drop with the tall Groot, like the limited Groot, the 18-inch Groot? It was
I
like
don't
something really bizarre. It was in a
know.
bizarre drop, the Carnage, and I remember getting it, and I remember at the time, I remember a lot of people ended up getting it too. The Ghost Rider, on the other hand, is a completely different beast. I don't know what's up with that. And I'm assuming that a lot of people got it and they're keeping quiet because they don't want people to know that they got it, so they don't get like asked about getting one. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people will keep sort of like hidden on that. And I don't blame them. If you got two of them and you want to keep one for yourself and then one out of box, or you want to keep one for like trade bait, I mean, I'm not surprised by that. Not with something like this. This is one of those big dogs. The Ghost Rider Blacklight is going to be a big one into the future, in my opinion. I don't think it's really going to change much. It might drop a little bit in price and like kind of stay, but I think this is one of those Grail items. I really do. Did the Iron Patriot release? No. Iron Patriot has not released. That was an accidental leak on Funko Europe's webpage. That's going to be coming soon. That's another one that's going to be kind of hot, but I think that one will be up way longer than Ghost Rider. I don't think that this is going to, pull as many collectors as the Ghost Rider did. But I do want the Iron Patriot. I think that's really cool. This is another Funko Pop that was announced this week. This is the Soundwave Jumbo 10-inch with the tapes that come out from his chest, out of his tape deck. This is a really cool one. Although, I wish that they did this with the small ones also, like a regular size one, because I don't have a place for Soundwave, and I'm not huge into collecting 10-inch Funko Pops. I have some that make like sense, like Godzilla and King Kong, but like I don't know about that. I like it. I think it's cool, but I just don't know. I don't know about this. And there it is, Soundwave with tapes. I like how it's marked there on the box. That's kind of cool. Wonder where the tapes will. Oh, there they are. Okay, so they're in the corner. I was gonna say I wonder where they're at, but there they are, right there in the picture. I should have looked at it first. And there's Iron Patriot. Speaking of the devil. So Iron Patriot, this, in my opinion, is going to be a popular Funko Pop, but again, not as popular as Ghost Rider. This one sort of like broke the internet the other day because people thought this was going to be the drop, but instead it was Snake Eyes and Timber. People were suspecting they would end up going for this.
Are you sure? I feel like this was leaked right after Snake Eyes was dropped.
No, it was before.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely sure because I ended up taking this Funko Pop and putting Pietro's head on it and posting it on Instagram. And people, when Snake Eyes dropped, they were like, I think you're a little premature because Snake Eyes dropped instead. But that wasn't the case because I just did it because it was funny. But this is probably going to drop soon. I have a feeling we're going to get this soon.
Probably, but did they post? Hold on. Let me check something out.
What?
I feel like they posted. Yeah, they have the Alice in Wonderland Blacklights on the Funko app.
Yeah,
So
because they're already announced. Anything that's announced goes up on the page.
right, and I mean, I guess that was a semi-announcement by Funko about the Iron Patriot.
That was I would consider that a Funko leak. They leaked it They leaked it themselves by accident
maybe
on the
I
Funko
don't
Europe
know.
website. Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna see it later than we expected. But I could be
Possibly.
totally wrong. I mean, it could come out this week, but I have the feeling they'll keep us waiting on it.
Well, so far they've already knocked out a lot of the ones that we were promised, like Porky Pig was one of them.
What about
Snake Eyes?
Pietro Wave 2?
Pietro Wave 2 is another. I don't know. Who knows what's going on with that one? That's like one of the most frustrating things ever is the Pietro thing because there are a lot of people out there who just want to obtain it and get it. But I theorized that Funko didn't realize how popular it was going to be, and they ordered more. And I think they're going to have like a ridiculous amount of them. But don't quote me on that. That's just my thought on the whole thing. And I think that the Alice in Wonderlands will be dropped in July around the time of the 70th anniversary. And I think those pops are going to be it's going to be unruly on the website. They should really do a lottery for the Alice in Wonderland stuff because I think it's going to cause a lot of problems. I think there's going to be a lot of angry people. I just cannot see it going well at all. And truthfully, this week, I also thought that Ghost Rider would pop up on the website again, the black light, but instead it popped up in store. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Ghost Rider again somewhere, meaning like on the website or back in store.
I don't think he'll be back on the website.
I feel like we could see it again somewhere popping up. That's what I'm thinking.
Possibly. I don't know.
Now, Pietro was faster than Ghost Rider. That one was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Pietro. Okay, so there's Iron Patriot box. All right, so Snake Eyes and Timber. So another one. This is one that really surprised me because it stayed up on the website way longer than I ever expected. I thought for sure that this Funko Pop would be an instant sellout. I really did. I thought it was going to be like a Pietro. I thought bots would be going crazy. But what it tells me is when you have these popular Funko Pops like Snake Eyes, ones that people are talking up for a long time, and it doesn't sell out like very quickly, I believe it means, in my opinion, that they made a lot of them. I feel like they made a lot of this one. And I'm talking like in the 15 to 20 grand range. That's what I'm thinking. Opinion on Vampire Mickey. The soda.
Love him.
Like it. I dig it. And we ordered it. And then when they came out and said, it's not 1,500, it's 15,000, I was like, oh, that's fine. But everybody was on Popping Off Toys trying to cancel their order. And people were upset that it wasn't 1,500 anymore. Mm-hmm. Remember? There was like a 4 or 5 hour tension period where people were going crazy about the Vampire Mickey. And they were unruly and angry. How dare you only make 1,500 of this soda? How dare you? The people were posting, like even in our group.
Yeah, but
everywhere.
those people, those are the same people
who didn't want them anymore.
No, they would celebrate if they got it because, oh, I got this 1,500 count Mickey.
Of course.
Shut up.
Of course. Well, that's what a lot of people like to do. That's what the Funko community, like I would say most of the Funko community is about puffing their chest out and saying, look what I got, right? That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's about flexing. Like, most of the Funko community is flexing. You go on web, on Instagram as an example, and pictures of, people are showing like, look at all of these Funko Pops I picked up. Like I picked up 5K Biggie Smalls, and it's like, oh, well, good for you. Who wants that piece of crap anyway? I mean, literally, the silver Funko Pops from Hot Topic. We just made a video about it. They are just garbage, absolute garbage. I mean, couldn't they have done something cool, like made them just metallic or something, or did some sort of like black light? Would have been cool. And
or
limited
glow.
to 5,000 or glow. Just
or bloody.
Something, but not bloody.
Why?
That would make sense. Biggie and Gerard Way bloody?
Oh, I thought you said something else. Never mind. I thought we were still talking about Vampire Mickey.
No. You're freaking me out.
No. Well,
talk about the Hot Topic
I was
Pops.
wondering why Vampire Mickey being bloody wouldn't make sense.
Well, you can't do that with a Disney character.
Oh, you totally could.
No, you really can't.
I will. If you don't.
Is that your plan? What I don't understand is that they dropped Ghost Rider at 9:30. It sold out at 9:33, and no one got an email until after 9:30. Let me explain something to you to make sense of all of this, because I feel like a lot of people get confused. Funko, let me take it to the bigger screen here. What Funko does is that they put something up on the website, and if this thing, whatever that Funko Pop is, if it sells out too fast, they have an automated system that sends out an email. And the reason why they send out the email is because they're afraid if something isn't popular, they want to let everybody know that, hey, this dropped. So if you get an email saying Ghost Rider is up and it's already sold out, that's because Funko is relying on people to hover on their website to put the order in. A lot of Funko Pops you'll notice will go up like Porky Pig, and then an email will come through. And to me, it always seems like desperation. Funko is like, well, we didn't sell out a Porky Pig, or whatever Funko Pop of the week it is. It's out of desperation. They're sending out these emails to say, hey, this is here. Don't forget. Don't miss it. Well, that's because they want people to hover on the site, wait for the Funko Pop. That's what they're looking for. They want the blind drop. They don't want to tell you to go get it, and then you go and fetch it. They want to put it out there sort of hidden, and they want you to find it. That way people can't go back and complain that you made it public. That's why it sold out so fast and the bots got it. Funko is trying to find in any way, shape, or form to sell these things so that you, the collector, can obtain it. And And your chances are slim when they put it out into public forum. And they're like, Funko posts, we just dropped Ghost Rider. Go to the website and get it. They just can't do that anymore. Not with how things are nowadays. It's just things are just too crazy.
No matter what Funko does, people will complain about it. People complained when they were sending out emails that morning saying, hey, at 10 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be putting up this pop or these pops or whatever. And people would be like, oh, well, it sold out really fast. The bots must have got it. They were ready, blah, blah, blah. So now it's like, well, we didn't stand a chance because we're collectors and we didn't get the email and all the bots got it and we didn't. So it's just this thing where Funko's damned if they do and damned if they don't.
Absolutely. And that's
and
the thing.
they're never going to make 100% of collectors happy because 100% of collectors are not going to get that hot drop.
Right. Well, you have some people who want it to be an email kind of a thing. Then you want some, and then other people want it to be completely blind. Some people hate the blind drops. Some people love them. I'm one of the people who love blind drops. I think blind drops are great. I think that's the new wave of the future for Funko. This is a way that people aren't going to come back and cry to them so much when they're blind. They're like, hey, we put it up on the website. Luck of the draw. Luck of the draw. Right? People can't come back and say, well, bots got it because you posted about it. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, but
Carl
then people
Wilson
will say,
says obey Funko.
People will say, well, bots got it because they were camped out on your site. Well, I mean, I don't know. People are just very hard to please. And I understand it. I understand the frustration in not getting that pop that you want or you wish you could have. But I people can say all day that Funko doesn't care about the fans, but that's a bit harsh just because they're such a large company.
Right.
I mean, I could tell people all day, like, I don't know. I've had at times, say 5 people or so come to me and say, hey, can you keep me in mind if this pop drops? And I can do my best, but even if it's only 5 people, I mean, it's hard for me to help those 5 people.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you can't help everybody. As we hunt together, we all help each other. It can't be Heather helps everybody, right? So
No, but my point is, like, it's hard for me I'm just one person, but to keep track of those 5 people, I have like a list of things in my phone.
Sure.
But Funko's such a big company. So sorry, that was like jumbled and I didn't have my thoughts together, so it probably isn't going to like make sense like it did in my head. But Funko's a big company. I do feel they care about the fans, but since they are such a big company and they have thousands and thousands of fans, they're not going to please everybody. They're not going to do everything perfectly. And everyone's idea of how Funko should do things is going to vary because, this person wants a blind drop, but this person prefers an email ahead of time. But this person complains about the email ahead of time and this person complains about the blind drop.
Right.
So I don't know.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't when it comes to Funko. I had a thought and now I've completely lost it. What were you talking about?
I don't know what I was saying.
You were talking about something. I just lost it, and I had a really good point to make. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So if you think getting Funko Pops is a hard thing to do sometimes, especially like Ghost Rider drops, do not try to collect things like abominable toys. I always tell people, if you think collecting Funko Pops is bad, go try to collect abominable toys and try to collect Tiny Ghost, because both of those things are very hard to obtain. Heather and I constantly are on the website when they're trying to, they're going to drop the abominable toys, chomps. They're totally at random sometimes. You never know what's going to happen with them. And when they go up, they sell out in like seconds. So if you think Funko Pops are hard, think again, because those ones are really, really tough. I've been really lucky with abominable toys.
I have not. I miss almost every single one of their drops. It's insane.
So this right here is probably the biggest annoying piece of news of the week, was the skater Freddy. Although I understand what they're doing, I understand why they're doing it. To clear out a lot of stuff at Funko and out of the warehouse, I'm sure. But this was not the Funko Pop that I would necessarily try to go after. Like, if they drop something really cool, I'd mentioned that if they made like this and then like a chase variant and you had to make like the order of $65 with the possibility of getting a chase, I might have done it for that because a possibility of a chase would have been really cool. It's like a mystery box, right? Like people will complain here for a while. We're not going to go super deep into this, but a lot of people complained about mystery Grail and mystery boxes and stuff like that. But realistically, mystery Grail and mystery boxes are all the fun of opening that box up to see what you've got. And I already know that I'm getting Skater Freddy if I spend $65. But if they put a Skater Freddy chase involved in all of that, I'd be totally down. And the fact that they consider it free is even better. Can you imagine if they had a chase Freddy and instead like he was glow in the dark or something? You know what I mean? Like his board was glow in the dark or something. I don't know, just something cool. Or make him black light or something. I know I say black light a lot, but that's like the in thing right now, and I particularly love it. But this Funko Pop is just, to me, is just not good enough for me to go after. I don't buy commons on Funko.com, and if you do, then take no offense to what I'm saying. But I don't buy from there. If I buy commons, typically I buy them from Poppin' Off Toys if I can get there fast enough. Or I'll buy from in-store. I'll go to a store locally and I'll just buy a common there if I can't get it on Poppin' Off Toys. So buying from Funko, this kind of gives you the incentive to do it, but I don't know. I just have no, you know what I mean? I have no interest in doing that. And how much do you have to spend before it's free shipping? Does it say anywhere?
I think it's $50 in free shipping.
$50 free shipping?
I think so.
Okay, that's not so bad.
No. They're missing out on Pokemon. Say a chase for a Pokemon is shiny alternate. They're losing so much of an opportunity. I have said 100 times. I mean, I haven't thought about the chase route. That's a brilliant idea, Leo, to have the shiny variant, because really it's that Pokemon just in different colors.
Yep.
But I've said that as far as the Diamond series go. I mean, they have the Diamond Pikachu and Charmander and all of those. Did they do a Pikachu? I think they did a Pikachu. If they didn't, forgive me. But if they're going to be Diamond, I mean, wouldn't you imagine they'd be their shiny colors because the Diamond series makes it shine, you know?
Yeah.
So, fun news, very fun news. Target is doing buy two, get one free on Pops right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So head over to Target and you know, your local store, I would suggest. I don't like to do Target online.
Oh, my God. Target
you
online's
can-
horrible.
Yeah, you can go and get 2 of those Castaway Pops and get 1 of those Castaway Pops for free. It'll be great.
Yeah, Target's horrible. So I just ordered the Spider-Man black light t-shirt for my son with the little black light Spider-Man. And they sent me a Miles Morales shirt, which is a great shirt, but it's nothing like I ordered. So they want me now to return it. So I have to go through the whole situation of taking it to UPS, returning it, and then getting the other package in return with the proper item. So annoying. So here are the Funko Pops that have been talked about over the weekend, and I guess late last week. These are the Slurpee Funko Pops from 7-Eleven. So, in fact, somebody in our group actually found these in person already, which is cool. I didn't realize that they were coming out already, but these are pretty neat, and I think they're scented, correct? I think that's what the sticker says. I think they're scented.
Maybe.
I'm not a Slurpee guy. I've had a couple in my life, but I'm not crazy about them. But
I do
think
not like Slurpees.
I think these Funko Pops are kind of neat, though. Like, I don't like the faces and the characters that are like, I don't know, the different food products, but I do like the Slurpees. I think they're kind of neat.
Yeah. Someone is saying that captchas and limit 1 per purchase would solve a lot of problems. I don't like the 1 per purchase. The fact that they do 2 is fine with me. Only because I like the ability to help a friend if I can. I understand where you're coming from, but I prefer 2 per person, especially with their $7 shipping. It's like $6.95. It's crazy. But don't they do a captcha? They do you have to like pick the
On
pictures.
Funko Shop or
Yeah.
Funko.com? Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Because I've had to run into that a couple times. Mike Banabog, my son's size, I believe, is a medium. I think that's what I ordered for this particular shirt. For some reason, when I hear Slurpee, my brain immediately goes to the dark side of the adult brain.
I seriously hate Slurpees.
Oh, the Slurpees are glitter. Thank you. Okay, so they're not scented. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, I thought they were scented. I thought that's what the sticker was saying there. I haven't really done my homework on these. I knew not much about
Shane,
them.
a Slurpee is it's like a drink, but a really sweet drink.
It's slushy. It's like a slushy drink.
He's from New Zealand. I don't know what he has over there, but it's almost as if you put they have Coca-Cola flavored Slurpees, right? So it's almost like you put a Coca-Cola in the freezer and it's not all the way frozen. Like it's mostly frozen, but it still has some liquid to it. They're gross. I hate them. Why do we not have a flock Donkey Kong yet? They do not own the rights to Nintendo.
No,
They
do
don't
not
have
yeah.
any licensings for Nintendo.
Yeah, they're still waiting on Nintendo. This is asked, I think, every year of Funko, especially during their live, Fun Days. People usually ask that question. It's always brought up. I think it looks like Bobby Donut's asking why you don't like Slurpees, and Mike Manablog, is large too big? I don't know. I mean, of course, you'll end up growing into it. I'm not sure if you found something or not, but let me know. Heather, why don't you like Slurpees?
They make my throat feel weird. I don't I really can't explain it.
What? What do you mean
Yes.
they make your
So,
throat feel weird?
Okay, I am really weird about sugary drinks. Like I
Heather,
never
you're really weird overall.
Okay, listen. I'm explaining this. I was asked a question, so if you would kindly shut up, I would appreciate
But you're
that.
weird. I just wanted to point that out. You're very weird.
I don't like to drink calories. If I'm going to do the whole sugar thing, I'm going to eat a brownie or ice cream or something that I actually enjoy. I hate sugary drinks. I never, ever, ever drink soda. The only sugary sort of thing that I'll have that is in drink form is a latte. I do enjoy a latte from time to time. But outside of that, I hate sugary drinks. And the fact that, I don't know, the only flavor of Slurpee that I really would possibly like is maybe Coca-Cola. But I think it's the fact that it's like a carbonated drink mixed with the ice. It just makes my throat feel weird. I can't explain it.
What is happening?
It is really weird.
I don't know what to say to you sometimes. You do weird.
USA still have supersize options. I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know the answer to that either.
Did you ever watch that documentary where the guy ate McDonald's for 30 whole days?
Yeah.
And if they asked if he wanted to supersize it, he had to supersize it?
It was called Supersize Me.
Yeah, and he had to eat it all.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him throw up, and I wanted to die.
Yeah, that was an interesting documentary.
I hate throw
Apparently,
up.
he's doing something like that again. He's doing another one. It's like part 2.
Tino, another thing about me, I don't ever do sugarless, sugary items, if that makes sense. I don't like artificial sweeteners.
Yeah, she doesn't. I'm fine with them. Heather hates them. So this is a pop-in-a-box thing, but we don't have to leave this conversation. But I just want to mention this. There's a pop-in-a-box thing that popped up. They turned 7 July 16th. And here is an exclusive, which looks like Wanda, Scarlet Witch, like her mask. So it appears that we might be getting something kind of cool. I don't know what this is about, so I guess we'll look out on July 16th. I'm hoping that it's something like maybe, I don't know, what could they do? Because they've done everything, haven't they?
I don't know, but I think it'll involve a chase, and I think people will fight each other over it.
It will involve a chase, that's for sure. They're very good at that pop in the box. So that's cool. Looking forward to that. Where's Omega Red or Azrael from Batman? What's Funko doing? I know Omega Red should be a thing. I don't know why we do not have Omega Red Funko Pop yet. That is something we definitely need. Super Size Me was interesting. So just water, just water to sum it up. Yeah, just Heather drinks only water. That's right. It's Wanda from Avengers Endgame. It was okay. So it was the glow in the dark Avengers Endgame Wanda. Thank you. Okay, I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but I did see the photo of that. Did you get a chance to watch Demon Slayer yet? No. But I will say that I've watched the Loki episode, the very first one, 3 times. I watched it the day it dropped. I watched it again with Heather. And then I watched most of it tonight with my son. It is amazing. It's amazing. Such a great show. I can't wait to see more of what they're going to do with Loki, that character. It's only 6 episodes long. I thought it was a lot longer. What did you do to your hair?
I don't
You look like
know.
an 80s wrestler.
I am a wrestler from the 80s.
Oh my God. It was weird. It was like up here like this.
I got really hot for a second on my neck, so I like pushed it up and then I let it fall.
So Heather, what did you think about Loki? Because you didn't really give me a review.
I liked it. I'm very excited to see what they continue to do.
The parts that you paid attention, because you didn't pay attention to a lot of
I
it.
did pay
And
attention.
I watched you. You were on your phone a lot.
I was paying attention to the whole
I said,
thing.
Heather, did you see that? I said, Heather, did you see? Oh, let me rewind. I rewind it. All right, watch this.
Remember when you forced me to stop watching The Corpse Bride the other night because you wanted to watch it so bad, and then we sat down to watch it, and you walked away?
Yeah.
Yeah. So shut the hell up.
I couldn't stand it. I don't know
and
what it is.
I like sometimes
Those stop motion Tim Burton films just don't do it for me.
Okay, well maybe Loki doesn't do it for me.
You
Why
just
do I
said you
have-
liked it, but you didn't watch it.
Why do I have to be shamed for like being on my phone for a second?
Because you missed everything.
I'm sorry that
What
I'm
is the
doing
character that's with Loki? What's his name? He's the guy played by Owen Wilson. Go.
I don't know his name, but I know who he is in the show.
Who is he?
He has a gray hair.
But what's his purpose of the show?
He's like what the fuck, Chris? He's in the entire show.
You don't even know.
Yes, I do.
Okay, hold on.
Seriously, you're really gonna piss me
All
off.
right, so he's a time detective.
I understand. He's trying to get to the bottom
And he's
of what
gonna be working with
happened with
Loki.
Loki. I understand all of this.
Okay.
Are you done?
I think you should go back and watch it again. I just want to make sure we're on the same
I
page.
watched
for
it again
episode 2.
tonight.
You did?
And
you watch it?
What do you mean? Same page for episode 2. You're gonna watch it without me, like you always
But
do.
I want to watch it with you, and I'd like you to understand what's going on.
I don't care to though.
You like to watch shows and not know what's going on?
No, like you like to force me into watching shows, and I'm not always into them. And you won't
I'm
watch.
not forcing you into anything. Did I force you into watching it? I did, Heather. I did not shackle you to the television and force you to watch the show.
Are you watching this?
I asked you that question.
Like
Guess
20
what?
times.
You didn't watch any Mandalorian. Did you see me beating you up about that?
I did watch Mandalorian like 3 or 4 episodes.
What's the Mandalorian's real name?
Din Djarin.
You only know that. I know why you know that.
No,
You
you
think
don't.
you're so smart. You think you're so smart. Mom and Dad are fighting again, of course, as always. Marital strife. What else? So we haven't talked really much, we haven't talked a lot about Gastly lately.
We don't need to.
But I just wanted to touch upon it because I know there's a lot of people out there who are
We don't know
wondering-
when it's coming out. We don't know what the price point is going to be. We did approve the final form of Gastly. They have the okay from us to go ahead with creating what they sent us. And we sent them the box art, and it's going to be amazing, and you guys are going to love it. We don't have the numbers finalized. We were originally going to do 50 of the initiation Gastly and 100 of the first run of Gastly. But with the interest, we have the feeling that it'll be upped a little bit, and we don't know how high that number will be. Does that, like, go over everything?
No.
Oh,
So I
Jesus.
also designed the cartoon. And of course, I can't show any of that. I'm going to show it to our patrons, though. The next patron call, which will be sometime in July. I'm really excited about it. And I'm just going to show off what part of the cartoon that we have so far. The cartoon is going to be about a minute long. And it's going to give you an introduction into what the character is, where he comes from, and what basically Gastly and Mischief Toys is all about. That's kind of like the direction. Very much like 1980s, where they made basically cartoons to sell toys. That's similar to what I'm trying to do with Gastly. I want to have a little cartoon that basically gets people on board and excited about this particular character. So be on the lookout for that. I'm hoping that we can get the cartoon done by the end of July. That's going to be that's kind of like my plan. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's the plan. The toy, I think we're most likely looking for the toy probably sometime this fall. I was hoping it would be more towards like the end of summer. I know we keep pushing it back. It started off, I think, somewhere, like in spring? We were saying spring. Then it turned into summer, and now I think we're more into the fall time frame. But I think it's perfect timing,
the thing is, though, like, you've never gotten them to say, oh, well, we can get it made by this time, and you can have it in hand by this time. Like, that's just you speculating.
Of course, because you think that things are going to move a lot faster than they have. Because at one point, if you remember, they were sending us pictures of Gastly.
Oh,
remember,
yeah.
we had a colorized version of him. We had that months ago, and we were like, well, just change this and this. And then it came back completely wrong. So my like timing was completely off. The trajectory of where the toy was going to land was completely off. So now I want to aim mainly for fall time. And like I said, I think it's the perfect time because it's going to be right around Halloween and around, like between that and like Christmas time maybe. So I think that would be a perfect time for the character to drop because he's sort of like an evil little Halloween-y sort of character. It sort of works out. All the deets for Gastly. Yes. Will Gastly be available at Service Merchandise? We're going to have a website. We'll have some sort of sales website set up. I don't know how it's going to go just yet.
Shane said Gastly is Gastlecast's Amazon Winter Soldier.
That's right. Exactly. It'll show up when it shows up. We just have to sit around and wait, I guess. But I haven't gotten any news back about when the toy will be ready and in hand. But last I checked, they were putting the box together, and we should get photos back of the actual box, like photos of it completed, which I'm really excited. I'm just as excited to see the box as I was the toy, because the box I think we put a lot of really good work into. And Heather's friend, who's the artist that's been helping us with everything, did a brilliant job.
And she did it very fast too.
Really fast. And I mean, it looks like my whole thing with this toy was if we're going to do it, I want it to be real. I don't want it to be BS and like you get it and it's all cheap and flimsy and then the box looks like trash. I wanted it to be like the real deal. I want it to be just like every other collectible that you've purchased. And I'll tell you what, the art, the toy, everything so far is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
We got a very interesting question.
Yes, Gastly is our mascot, more or less.
Ryan Geo asked, I want to know if you have any friends or family that think you're weird or too old to be collectors.
No, actually, that's a good question, Ryan. So no.
Yes, you're wrong, Chris. Yes.
I'm wrong?
Yes, you are.
Who said that I'm weird?
My dad judges the hell out of me every time I ask him to put up a new shelf. He's like,
yeah.
You're buying more of them damn things?
Heather's dad is like that, but my parents, on the other hand, are very into all of this. They love that we have this channel. My dad's very supportive. He loves collectibles. He watches videos about collectibles. He watches all of our videos. My family, they all want Gastly toys. My friends at work, my friends in, my actual friends in real life, the people I see on a regular basis, they all support what we're doing. Most of my friends are collectors. They collect toys also in some way, shape, or form. So, I'm nearing 40 years old. So yes, I'm old, but the fact is that collecting is a huge hobby of mine. This channel is an even bigger hobby of mine. And without collecting, my world would be completely different. There was a time that I used to come home from work and I would literally feel like I had nothing to do. I felt like I would stare at the wall. And I would play video games every once in a while, but I just felt like I was missing something. And then when I got into this, this became sort of like my calling. This is what was looking for the whole time. Loved toys growing up, and I love toys even more as an adult. I just absolutely love it. I'm not going to say everybody agrees that we have as many Funko Pops as we do. That might kind of look odd and seem odd, but everybody's got their thing, right? People smoke cigarettes. People drink alcohol. They spend a ton of money on that. I spend my money on stuff that just looks awesome on a shelf. It's sort of, well, and I guess I'm not dying from it. Some people would say I'm wasting my money, but I'm not dying from it. Are you guys going to have kids? I have a kid from a previous marriage. But Heather and I having kids, I don't know. That's one of those things that I'm not a planning type person. at all in any of my part of my life.
Well, I'm planning to not do that right now.
Right, not right now. I'm not saying I'm old at 40. I'm saying I'm getting up in age. I'm hitting 40, and I'm a toy collector. So I guess my point is some people might look at that as kind of weird, but I don't personally. I don't think it's weird at all. I think that collecting toys is a great hobby. It's a great thing. And we meet a lot of great people in all of this. I mean, a lot of you guys here that are in the chat, I've talked to a lot of you like over Messenger at some point. I have built relationships with you. Carl Wilson, Mike Manabog, Attila. A lot of these guys are people that we talk to on a regular basis. People that if I were in their towns, I would definitely make mention that I'm there so I can meet them. Because my whole thing is that I would love to meet a lot of the people that watch us, because for the longest time, Heather and I would not really refer to people who watch us as like fans, so to speak. We just referred to them as like collector friends. And that's what we called everybody, collector friends, because you might like now it's I guess it's more fans because we're getting bigger. But I like to have some sort of relationship with everybody that watches as much as I can. I know it's impossible to do that with everybody, but I like to do as much as I can. Nick Bayer says the takeaway from Chris's story, and I'm surprised Heather didn't jump on it, is Chris said he has real friends. That's true. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
I like him to believe that. Like, if it makes him happy to think he has people who are his friends, that's fine. I'm not going to correct him. But he's lying.
Yeah, so, we didn't really talk about our weekend. We went to a local Comic-Con that wasn't too far away from our house. It was small in comparison to, bigger cons. But it was a small Comic-Con. There were a bunch of tables there with toys and comics and all sorts of stuff. And it was really awesome. Really, really awesome, because we haven't done that in a long time. So going somewhere and being in that atmosphere, for me, was like, I don't know, I felt like I was levitating off the floor the entire time I was in there, because it was just, I felt like I was back to doing normal stuff again. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to doing more of that this year. And of course, if you guys are in the area during like these cons that are happening, I know that Awesome Con will be here sometime this year. Baltimore Comic Con will be here sometime this year. If you're going to be in the local area and you guys are going to be attending these cons, totally let us know. Hit us up. We would love nothing than to meet up with you. In fact, one I want to do this year is Monster Mania.
I'd like to. I would just like to know.
And I want to do a whole weekend this time. I want to stay there the entire weekend and do a few days, because I think that would be fun, or maybe at least 2 days, like an overnight, like we did last time.
If we meet up with anybody at cons, I'm not hugging anybody. Just so everyone's aware, I'm still really weird about the pandemic stuff. So
James McGinnis, I hear you, dude. And yeah, I mean, collecting does get us through rough times. In fact, my not to like dive deep into like this, things I don't like to talk about, but I was divorced once, and when I was going through my separation into my divorce, at the time I had nothing to do, and I really wish at that point in time, instead of smoking packs and packs of cigarettes, which is what I did, I wish that I, instead put my money into collectibles. I wish I was enjoying it then. That would have been super. That would have been a way better way of spending my money than, blowing it on, cigarettes and drinking beers and stuff like that. And by the way, I don't drink and I don't smoke anymore. And now my obsession and my love is now into toys, which I think is, personally, I think that's a lot more healthy, don't you? That's well, maybe not sometimes. Maybe not. It's not so healthy.
if you say so.
Are you all attending con in LA this year? I don't think so. No, I mean, I would like to eventually. I really want to get to the West Coast. I've never been. I know Heather wants to get out there also. So hopefully one of these times I would totally love to do that. Come to Chicago in December for C2E2. You can use my get. Oh, that's really sweet of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Candace.
You're so awesome. Thank you for offering that. The Funko photography and collecting has allowed me to be me. Same here, Ryan Gio. Same here. Absolutely. And, collecting toys has grown into, like I said, friendships and stuff like that. But it's also kind of helped, not helped, but kind of grew my passion into like filming stuff. Like I enjoy that. I enjoy editing video. I enjoy taking photos of my toys, so the photography behind it all. I just enjoy all of those things. There's so many different facets in collecting, and there's so many things to enjoy in it. So, Fletch, are we going to NYCC?
No.
I didn't get an invitation. I might have gone had I gotten an invitation, but no, I didn't get an invitation.
I would not go to NYCC this year.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Yeah, it would be fun. I want to come. I want to go out and meet people. I really wanted to do something. This is going to sound really intense and really crazy. So if it sounds crazy, you guys just tell me in the comments that I'm crazy. I really wanted to do a Gastlecast con. And a lot of channels probably would be like, that'll never work. But I thought instead of even Gastlecast con, it would be We Hunt Together con, and do something locally and see how many people we could get into like one of these, like one of those convention sort of meeting places. See if we could get people there. I don't know how many people we would get out of town kind of people, but if we put something like that on, I think that would be super, super dope. And I think it would be cool to do like almost like trade sell, all sorts of crazy stuff. Heather, do your feet like Chris's feet?
No. His feet have really sharp and long talons.
Oh, I'm going to throw up.
He never clips them. It's sort of gross. Daniel, yes, I do have an Instagram. I'm Hey Heather, Haay Heather on Instagram. I don't post very often though, so you can follow me if you'd like.
Collecting helped me through the darkest moment of my life. At Brian Barrick, I feel that. I really do. Yeah, Gastlecast Con. I think Gastlecast Con would be fun. I think that we could definitely put something together. Maybe something for next year. Do something local. When things start getting more back to normal. I think now, obviously, like starting to plan something right now would be bad. But maybe start planning something in January. And then grow it. I don't know. I think we could really do something with it. I really do. I think a lot of people would really dig it. Not even just for the fact that we're like it's us. It really has to do with everybody that's in the community. Get everybody from the community together and hanging out. And I think the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group has turned, instead of it being like this big growing, behemoth of a group of people who are constantly trying to flip Funko Pops, it's more or less turned into a family atmosphere. And a lot of people like hanging out and talking to each other. A lot of friendships are made in the group. People helping each other. I mean, I just think that, although we sort of like created this thing, you guys, the folks that are in Gastlecast We Hunt Together, have turned it into what it is today. It wouldn't be what it is today if it weren't for everybody who's in there. So the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group, in my opinion, is amazing. I mean, just super amazing.
The bee's knees.
It really is. Amazing idea. I would fly out from Chicago for sure. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's so cool. Yeah. Let me see. Seriously. It would be cool because I might even be able to do like a special Gastly sort of thing while we're there. Maybe I could order a special figure that would be first purchased from that event. And then whatever's left over, we could do like an online sort of thing. I don't know. I think we could do something. I think we could do something cool. So the best thing for all of you guys to do, and we haven't said this in a long time, but the best thing that I could ask from you guys is to like spread the word of the Gastlecast, spread the word of We Hunt Together, invite your friends into our group, direct them towards our Instagram. Just keep, everything you can, help us build what we're doing here, because that's the point. I want to continue to grow organically. And I think that the channel has been doing that, and so is the group. I mean, we've been growing organically. Nothing's being, obviously nothing's being purchased. It isn't like we're buying our way to the top. This has all kind of come together on its own over time, and I just can't ask for anything better than that. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. I agree. I think it's the best. I always say it's the best group on Facebook, in my opinion. And I know that's that's going to sound like, oh, well, you created it. Okay, obviously. But really, I do. And to be honest with you, I don't feel like I'm as active in the group as I used to be. Heather more or less is. How fast are you gaining members these days? If we're talking members...
if we're talking about after the Ghost Rider drop, we got over 50 requests in 24 hours.
Yeah, that happened
quick. It was
quick.
insane. We let some people in based on their answers, and I declined a few people based on their answers because it seemed like somewhere, someone, I don't know who it was, I don't know where it was, but someone said somewhere, I didn't see it, that if you join the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group, you'll be able to find a Blacklight Ghost Rider. And like our current members weren't even getting much help with the Blacklight Ghost Rider.
People were there for a reason.
So, I don't want to be super strict, and I know that we sort of are, but our goal is simple. Our goal is, we'd like to hunt together. Of course, it's not going to happen with older, more valuable pops. I have no problem. Chris has no problem with people, getting what the older pops are valued at. But for the first 30 days, we do like sales to be done at retail prices to try to help fellow members out. We think that it's very important to build friendships and build a collecting community rather than, you go into all these other Facebook groups where people are taking advantage of other people and saying, oh, well.
Oh, my God. 143 new members since Monday, Brian Barrett just messaged me.
Holy crap.
Wow.
And that's not the declined people. I've declined quite a few. But yeah, our goal is to build not only people hunting together, but also a community of people. I always say, like, we're all friends, just be nice. That is my vision. And I think partially Chris's. I think Chris, I'm more of a stickler for like people not being total jerks to each other.
Well, I think truthfully, Heather is more the grand master of the group. And
okay, don't say things like that.
Well, no, meaning like you're the one who handles it. You're the oversight, along with Brian Barrick and the other mods. But Heather is, I want her to drive that. I'm so busy with the channel. In fact, we saw somebody at the Comic-Con thing the other day, and the person says, this guy who we know, he says, I don't know how you guys find the time to do as many videos as you do. And I looked right at him and I said, this is a lifestyle for me now. This is becoming a business. I mean, because that's really what Gastlecast is. I mean, I want to be pretty upfront with you guys. Heather hasn't been working for a long time now. So we've been trying to make money wherever we can. And this channel has helped us a lot because we do make money off views and everything. And also we get some help also aside from Gastly stuff money and money for what we do with the channel, but also our Patreon stuff has been helping us also. I mean, we're trying to make this into a bigger part of our life than it already is. I really would like Mischief Toys to take off, the channel to take off, and then me do this as like my real gig. I mean, I couldn't tell you how much I would dream for that to happen. I just think that would be amazing. But we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of growing to do, and I think that we have we have the energy to do it. Heather and I bust our butts. I told Heather the other day, I said, we need to increase the amount of your podcast. We need to do 2 episodes a week. We need to increase the content with our channel, with lives, with all sorts of stuff. We just got to keep going. Bang, bang, bang. Just keep going, keep going. That's my vision. I want to continue doing this thing and making it bigger and growing stronger. And I know that we can do that. I know that's the outcome of this channel. I know the We Hunt Together thing will only help us grow larger. We Hunt Together is a huge part of our channel. It's a huge part of our channel. I'm just glad that we created a community that actually followed the We Hunt Together mantra. I was so scared we'd make this group and it would turn into a battlefield. And it would just be bloodshed all the time. And people having a hard time and fighting and everything. But we've had our moments. But for the most part, people have all come together.
Yeah.
Jason Hale, I work for a small company. I don't really talk about my job. I work for a small company. I work a desk job. It's very boring, but you know, I make enough to live, which is great. That's a great thing, right?
Yeah.
It's very administrative, very boring stuff, which is why I don't really talk about it, because it's like it would just be stupid. None of it would make any sense to anybody. 100 people watch. Yes, I know, 100 people watching. Thank you guys, by the way, for tuning in and hanging out with us. I mean, you know, that's awesome, and you know, it's a great deal to have this many people. I remember at one point in time, we would sit here and talk to like one person. And it's incredible how far we've come. You know, you look at the views and stuff that you get on videos. The video this week of the Ghost Rider, when that first dropped, the views. So like our first two of the week were 4.2 and 4.3K.
Wow.
And I guess we'll get into a little bit of analytics here. And if that doesn't jive with you, then I understand. You don't have to sit here and listen to me gab on and everything. But I always watch our channel very closely because I try to figure out exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it, what can make us better. Just how can we grow? What is the best topics to discuss? What's going to grab more people's attention? And I watch the analytics often. I try to watch to see how long are you watching for? How many are people typically watching this sort of video versus another sort of video? Like, as an example, our Hot Toys videos are always bombs. I always turn around, look at Heather, and I go, this video is going to be such a bomb. And I always put the most amount of work into the Hot Toys videos, especially the last two that we did. I put a lot of work into it. Today's video I put some work into, where we did the tour of this room. We did part of a tour of this room. It's just like, when I put all that work in, typically it gets less views. But if we talk about news kind of related things like Ghost Rider, that gives you a lot of people will watch it. And I think we gain a lot of more notoriety that way. A lot of people, want to talk about these things. They want to discuss it. And we give that our talking points on those discussions. And people seem to dig those news videos, which is why we stick with them. But weekends, I try to do more, we try to do more experimental stuff, which was today's video. Thank you, I think, is it Leka too? Thank you very much. Yesterday's video was actually Heather's idea. She wanted to do a video about the stickers and about the boxes and damage and all that kind of crap. Or actually, it was more of the you did that whole video yesterday. You did a brilliant job with it, by the way.
Hey, thanks.
You did a really great job. But I try to watch the analytics to see where we, falter, where things are better, where they pick up and all that kind of jazz. And for a while, we were getting hundreds of views. Now we're into thousands of views for almost every video, which is great. Excuse me. I'm aiming for 3K for almost every video that we put out. Right now, we get around 2K, maybe 2.5, sometimes 3, and then very rare do we get around 4. But I want to continue to bang out that content and give you things that you want to see. And along the way, I want to give you content that makes you laugh and have a good time. I do not want to make content where people are bored. That is like my biggest fear. And if anything, by the way, I know you got something to say, but if you guys ever feel like that the content is boring or there's something missing or anything, please, 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 please let me know. I really enjoy feedback. And I don't get enough of it. We might get somebody that says, you guys are horrible. I hate you. I hate this channel. You get stuff like that. And it's like, okay, well, I can't work with that. By the way, you're being a douche. But if you say like, hey, I wish I would have seen more of this Funko Pop, or I wish I would have seen more of this or more of that, that's what I want to hear. And if you can give me some feedback, I'd really greatly appreciate that. What was our most viewed video?
Probably
Iron
the
Man
Cribs.
Glow in the Dark with the Infinity Gauntlet, I think, is the highest
The
one.
number one?
Yeah.
So Prozac and Pearls asked, how did the Baby Yoda video do? The Baby Yoda video did horrible. We have 700 views on that right now.
Yeah, the skit. It did
Which
horrible.
makes no sense because it is the funniest shit I've ever watched.
Well, that's going too far.
Okay, it's not the funniest thing I've ever watched, but it's really funny. And if you haven't watched Grogu: A Star Wars Love Story, I highly recommend you go and watch it. Chris actually took off work and we filmed this.
Yes.
We spent all day laughing. It was so much fun. And I think it came out really well. Chris did an incredible job editing. And I just absolutely love it.
Okay, so we are getting feedback, and this is great. Thank you. So somebody says you should have the kid from Top Pops as your guest. We've actually had him. We did an
interview with him.
Yeah, which is great. You go back and look in our videos. It didn't actually bring us a whole lot. It wasn't like crazy amount of like subs or anything, which I didn't really care for that. I just wanted to do it to talk to him because we had never had a face-to-face discussion. That was fun. Tombstone says, Gastlecast content is far from boring. Thank you. That means a lot. Cody Wilson, since you asked for feedback, I like you guys way more live than your produced videos. They feel forced frequently. Interesting. That's an interesting comment. I don't know. Forced. Maybe you're referring to like the comedy. I
think it's the way that we talk.
Maybe I like the reason why the videos might seem like bang, 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 like we're saying this, saying that, saying this, saying that. I do it to cut it up because I feel like the video could go on for like an hour if I didn't do that. And they're not very fun to watch. I will say that.
No, we've posted. So for our patrons, we have posted unedited videos. And to me, watching the process is very interesting because sometimes like we'll take time and like look on our phones for certain things or information or whatever.
Right.
Sometimes Chris can't get a word out and he like stumbles. And finally, after like 10 times of him saying the exact same thing, he finally gets it out. Or like I'll make a joke and it sounded better in my head, so he just cuts it out completely. Like there's so much of that, and if you guys sat through watching all of that in a video, you would be bored to death. And I also feel like we have a different in-video persona.
Well, I think
if that makes sense. Hold on. I feel like we're ourselves, but just a bit different. It's almost like overacted.
Yes.
But I feel like that's the charm.
I like the overacted part of it. That kind of comes from, I watch a channel called Red Letter Media and I love it. And the way they come off sometimes is just hilarious. But I think it might take a certain person to be into it. So maybe I should rethink that. Maybe that'll help us gather more people to be into what we're doing. So that's actually, Cody, I appreciate that comment. I appreciate all these comments. So don't like it. Our response is only because of what we're thinking versus what you're thinking. So these are things that I'm going to think about, and I'm going to use some of these thoughts into what we're doing moving forward. Seriously, because I want to improve what we're doing.
Fun fact, we got feedback on a video that said Chris is too loud.
I am loud.
We've actually gotten many.
Yeah.
We've heard that many times. We tried to do a video where, so I didn't do this at all. We started to record a video and Chris is like, hey, blah, 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 let's talk about it. And he was very just like how I'm talking right now. And he's like, yeah, and today this was dropped and that was cool, blah, blah, blah. And I turned and I looked at him and I interrupted him. I said, I'm really sorry for interrupting you, but like, what's going on? Do you feel okay? Like, are you getting sick? And he said, no, someone said that I'm too loud and obnoxious in the videos. So I decided I'm going to tone it down for this video. I said, Chris, this video freaking sucks. And I don't know like how often we've actually talked about it on YouTube lives, but I cannot tell you how many times Chris and I have had to like we'll be recording and we're like this close to being done the video and Chris is like, I don't like this video, I hate it, I don't like where it's going, I feel like it's too boring, or we're not putting out enough info, or we're saying the same thing over and over again. And we will re-record a video. I think record on re-recording, we've re-recorded the same video 6 or 7 times. No, like I'm not joking at all. I get so frustrated over the fact that we have to re-record that if I didn't feel like that video was okay, I don't know what I just said. What am I saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
I can't believe that I forced Chris to like
be boisterous and crazy and over the top.
Start himself up again and like start re-recording.
Nani
That's
M
what I'm getting at.
Noni M says, I kind of wish you two were nicer to each other. Up. Did I lose it? I wish you were nicer to each other during reviews. I think it's a positive thing to see, at least sometimes. I totally understand that. Heather and I, we do sort of this comedy where we give each other crap, and it happens an awful lot. And maybe I don't know. Maybe we need to calm that down a little bit, I guess. I don't know. We're over the top funny. We try to be over the top. And I think that sometimes people misunderstand where we're going or what we're doing. And people watch it. In fact, there was one time that somebody watched the video and Heather and I were like just now when we were battling about Loki and all that crap, for the most part, we were just joking. Like, we really don't care.
I'm not mad at him and he doesn't care that I'm on my phone, but like he likes to give me shit and I like to give him shit.
Right. We just give each other crap. I mean, this is our daily life, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is who we are as people. And nothing's going to change that. And of course, that's going to show through the channel in some way, shape, or form. Is it crazy? That is crazy. It's only at that many. Yeah, 700's low. I'm very surprised. Do you guys ever get burnt out with all the stuff you're doing?
Yes.
Derek, no.
I do.
I do not get
Chris
burnt
does
out.
not.
I don't get burnt out. I love it every single day. I get so happy to do it. It's so much fun. I try to give Heather breaks sometimes by doing the Hot Toys videos. That way it gives her kind of a chill out sort of a day or 2 days. I watched the Grogu 2 times and I shared it with friends. Thank you, BX Lenny's. Especially, let's see, where's that? I'm getting all sorts of stuff here. Good Lord, there's a lot of stuff here. Let's see, especially if you want to see more of Heather's feet for doing with it. Okay, those are asking. Heather, you're like the comic that can't get through their act because their jokes so much.
They like their jokes so much.
Yeah.
I am. I laugh at myself. I think more than anybody else would laugh at me. Like, I don't know. I just have a really like stupid sense of humor. That
I love this.
I
Tino
really
says, I imagine Chris holding the camera to his face, spinning in circles in the yard. Heather watched that live, by the way.
It was hilarious.
Baby Yoda needs the attention, guys. Watch that video. Thank you, Jacob. Watching from Australia. Thank you, John Mills, Australia. You guys are awesome. Don't force too much. We get enough farts. I would like to see you guys do more unboxing and maybe go live for hyped Funko drops. Okay. Like sneaker channels. Okay. I don't agree like they feel forced. I feel there is definitely some scripting, but it keeps everything on task. Believe it or not, I'm going to blow your mind. Nothing is scripted.
Nope.
Nothing. We script
Never.
nothing. It's literally all off the top of our head. However, there are times where it comes off the top of our head, but we can't get the words out. So we have to like say it 4 times over, and we go and then we finally get it out. That might be why it sounds a little scripted. I don't know, but nothing is scripted. Nothing is written before we come in. We sit down in chairs and then we just start blasting off.
Sometimes we'll sit down and I'll literally turn to Chris and say, "What is this video about?"
Right.
And he'll tell me, "It's about the Black Light Ghost Rider drop."
Have you ever considered partnering with This Pops to do a giveaway if the person follows your page channel, or maybe you've already done this? No, I've never done that, and I would be open to it. Live Chris is really genuine, thoughtful. Sometimes the humor in the videos is cringy. Personal opinion. I get cringy all the time, but again, that's just me being over the top.
My favorite kind of humor is like dad jokes, like really like I love puns. I like really lame humor. I like very dry humor. I like bathroom humor. Like, I don't know. Nothing's off limits for us, I don't think. I like innuendos.
Right.
I think it's fun. I like to do all sorts of things.
I think it's AI, or I always get it screwed up, so I'm sorry.
I believe it's AI.
AI. Okay, it says you're zany. That's a good word. Carl Wilson says you can only get the best information out in a short period with keeping people's attention. That's right. Which is why we try to keep it funny, we keep it fast, and we keep it moving. Lives like this, you guys are involved in it. You're like a part of the show. When we're doing a video, if it was drawn out and just kind of sat and was boring, I don't know. I sometimes I try to watch our videos like a viewer to see if I would actually sit down and watch it or not. And there are some videos that I've created where I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this, but I'll put it out because it's what we have. But most of the videos I'm pretty proud of. If Chris is loud, you're too old. Have a member of the Facebook group or Patreon on the live show every now and then. Oh, I like that idea. Yeah, we could start doing stuff like that. He is loud. Sometimes I get startled because I forget to turn the TV down. But the fix is turning the TV down. I think your channel is different. You don't concentrate on unboxes. You guys keep it entertaining. And Chris, keep being you. I'm Latina. Trust me, you're not loud. Thank you very much. That's very sweet of you. I am very loud in person. I won't lie. And it's because I have 15% hearing in one of my ears. I'm basically partially deaf, which is why I'm very loud and I can't hear anything.
Well, no, you actually. So when we get in front of a camera, he does it's very weird. I can't explain it. You'd probably know it if you knew him very, very well, and you might know it through watching our videos. I don't know. But when Chris sits in front of a camera to record, not like the Facebook or the YouTube lives, but to record a YouTube video, his demeanor changes minorly. It's very odd. It's very hard to explain, but you get a different voice on you.
Do I?
Yes.
I guess I don't notice it because I'm only watching myself record. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cody,
right now, you're different.
Cody, thank you so much. $20. You're so sweet for doing that.
Oh,
wow,
thank
did
you,
not have to do
Cody.
that.
He said, "Thanks for being you," and it looks like a little pair looking in the mirror.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you,
that's
Cody.
We really appreciate that. You are awesome. Ordinary Joe, you guys rock. Thank you. It's an art of seamlessly weave. It is an art to seamlessly weave in the comedy. I try my best. We're not always funny, but I try my best. Chris's volume is his natural level. Yeah, he can be loud, but I think it shows his passion. Thank you, John.
Brian Barrick made an amazing comment. Are you ready to hear it?
Yes.
When does a joke become a dad joke, Chris?
I don't know, Heather.
When it becomes apparent.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Thanks, Brian.
Geez, this is hard. Giggity.
Whoa. I need to pee
Your
really bad.
Your channel is great. You have some excellent humor mixed in with Funko news and is very entertaining, informative, and
Thank
adult.
you, James.
You guys live in reality. I watch a lot of Gastlecast and Top Pops are top. Thank you so much. That is really, really sweet of you. What you guys have is unique. Thank you, Tombstone. You're over the top something, that is for sure. I don't know what I'm over the top. Do a video where you box each other. Robert Chavez, you want to see a grown man get beaten? Meaner the better for me. Love the dynamic between you two. Thank you so much, John Mills. You're saying so many sweet things. Honestly, your live streams and planned videos are very enjoyable. I love the humor. I find myself laughing all the time with your videos. Thank you. Optimist, I can't read anything. Nurturing malevolence. I'll say that. The first word, I'm going to screw it all up. Mommy and Daddy, did I do something wrong? Are you fighting? I'm doing shots every time you mention crap or shit. We like the way you guys are with each other. Guys, it's really cool to watch them have fun and laugh with you. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy watching and laugh with us. That's the whole point. I mean, if we did this channel and we didn't involve any humor or any points for you to laugh, I don't think I would do it anymore. My whole point is to get in front of the camera and sort of throw in jokes every once in a while, or just do something stupid. My father growing up was always the funny man. My dad was always making the jokes and pulling pranks and stuff. He's hilarious. And to this day, he's hilarious. So I do my best of being a younger version of my dad. I can't do it as good as my dad, but I try. And I think for the most part, we do pretty good with that. Ramstein tattoo on your wrist. Thank you. Yes, that is your Ramstein tattoo. I'm in the end of a crappy relationship. I see you too, and it makes me laugh. Hopefully, my next girlfriend likes Funko Pops as well. You two are relationship goal. Thank you, Creole Empire. Thank you. I was lucky to find Heather. Believe it or not, when I met Heather, she wasn't into any of this stuff. She liked Dexter and the TV show on Showtime, but outside of that, not a whole lot of like I guess nerdy things. She wasn't a Star Wars fan or anything. So us getting together, she kind of opened her nerdy little door. Would you like to see more mystery box or soda challenges? Hey, sure. Soda challenges are cool. What are y'all's favorite pop? My favorite.
My favorite pop
water?
changes every day. No, here, you can have mine.
Do you have one?
I have half of one.
Okay, I'll get you one. I just need a drink. My favorite pop. Oh boy.
No, I went to pee, Aaron.
What is my favorite pop? I think this Loki is my favorite. I think I've kind of figured that out. I have a signed Spider-Man by Stan Lee, which is great. But as far as Funko Pops, I think that one's my favorite. Heather, what is your favorite Funko Pop?
It changes every day. I think my favorite new Funko Pop is the Pride Tina Belcher. I love that Funko Pop. Let me see. What do I even have in my collection? I have so many pops in my collection. I'm going to go with right now. I'm going to go with the Professor Quirrell. I love that Funko Pop.
That's a cool
because
pop.
When you pull
Why don't you
his
scoot over a little bit?
when you pull his head wrap off, you can see Voldemort's face on the back of his head, and that is such an underrated pop. You know what? I'm going to go grab him.
Bobby Donut, ever since I started watching you guys, my mood has become a lot better. That is so awesome. That's sweet. I'm glad you enjoy it that much that it makes you, I don't know, like it's a feel-good sort of a thing. Instead of feeling crappy, you can come and watch us beat the crap out of each other verbally. You're all unique. Be yourselves. It works. Thank you. Thank you. Too many shows. That'll do it. Do that to your ears. Yeah, too many concerts for me. I've had a very dark sense of humor. Shoot. Oh, God, it's hard to keep up with you guys. You guys are saying a lot. Let's see. Oh, I've had a dark sense of humor since I was a kid. That's Chris Barcode. I love seeing your collection. More of that, please. And you guys do unboxings more would be awesome. Jeremy Rosenthal. Yeah, we can do more unboxings. I like to change things up and be a little bit different. I don't want to be the same channel everybody else watches. My vision was to be different. I don't like to follow other people and what they're doing. Unboxings are cool, but I don't like to do that so often. Mystery boxes, I feel like, is an overdone thing. But yeah, I'll take that into consideration for sure. Can the loudness thing be adjusted with a setting on a mic or something? No, because we have one mic that takes in, that basically is for both Heather and myself. So I can't really control that, unfortunately. Like Star-Lord changing his voice when talking to Thor. Yes, Mike Manavog. Do you guys think anything Funko announces too much? If so, should they scale back on announcements? Yes and no. I think that sometimes they overdo it with certain lines, like the Venomized line, like it's just absolutely out of control. Like maybe make it like a few pops a year, like I don't know, like 10 pops a year. Maybe do like 5 pops at the beginning of the year and 5 pops at the end of the year. I don't know, just something. They need to change it up because when they overdo it, they overdo it. When do Funko Shop pops usually drop now? Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, but it's so random. There have been Tuesday and Thursday drops, and it could be between like Eastern time. It's like 10 a.m. and like 2 p.m. It's really crazy. You just stick to disc pops. I was starting to think everyone was doing Funko videos. We're all serious till I came across your channel. Great. That's exactly Garrett Gibson. You are basically in total understanding of what we're doing. That's the best way I can say it. You understand you understand us. You get us.
Can I show off my favorite pop?
Yes. Let me just get through a couple more of these comments.
Okay.
I laugh every time I see a video. They are just great. Bobby Donor, thank you. Don't listen to the haters. You guys are talented, funny, down to earth. If they're talking smack, they're just jealous. Y'all are living the dream. Thank you, Carlos Campos. That's really sweet.
Carlos.
Shane Millett, you send us some cash. Thank you, Shane. You are so sweet for doing that. Sorry, I'm just breaking down. I'm getting into comments that might have happened a long time ago.
Thanks, Shane.
How many white shirts do you own, Chris? I own 3, believe it or not. I got two recently that I wore this week. I usually never wear white, but I really like this glass jaw shirt, so that's why I'm wearing it today. Enjoying videos, getting deployed soon, King of Kings 1 says. Can't wait to come back and catch up on the vid. I can't wait till you come back and catch up also. Reach out to us on gastlecast@gmail.com and keep up with us. Give us your address when you'll be overseas. So when you're deployed, and seriously, give us the address if you have it, where you'll be. I will certainly send you stuff while you're away. Maybe we can send you some notes, letters, just wishing you.
We can be pen pals.
That's right. We can wish you well. Maybe just send you updates on what's going on. Send you some funny quips, just funny notes. Maybe even send you like something cool to have while you're there. Maybe even have a Gastly for you. To send to you. How about that? I don't know. Maybe I'll do something special. Hit us up, gastlecast@gmail.com. And
bye, Luke.
ASMR test. I'm watching this while I'm packing my HQ Hall Pops for the group. Oh, that's so awesome. Awesome. Oh, it's the comic book ASMR test. Watching while they're packing my HQ Hall. Okay, cool. Based on how many Pops do you have? Do you have to have conversations with yourself and say, no, I'm not buying this new Funko Pop all the time? We have about 1,600 Pops right now. They drop when I'm working. That's true. Funko Shop drops when people are working. Not going to lie. I love the variety of videos. If I'm going to be honest. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to read the last part because I don't want to be that guy. But thank you for saying the nice thing about us. About to zoink out, guys. Enjoy this. Thank you, Luke. Shane Millet sent more money, it looks like.
Again?
Thank you. That's so sweet of you. How many
you,
Pops
Shane.
do we have? 1,600. I think we're close to 1,600, maybe more. Wow, we caught up. Thank God. How many different versions of Gastly do you have planned? 2 so far, but I think we're going to do 2 more soon. So it'll be 4 total. Love our Sunday Live because I meal prep while listening. Thank you. And it looks like Squirrel Alien Man has joined or has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you, Squirrel Alien Man.
I don't know if you're here right now, but thank you for subscribing. That's very cool. Okay. So, wow. We've talked about a lot tonight. We've talked about a lot of things.
Yeah, you know what we didn't do? Show off my Professor Quirrell. Can I do
Oh, yes,
that?
of course you can.
Thanks. Look at him. Ain't he cute?
He's awesome.
So what's funny about this pop? Was this SDCC or NYCC? It was NYCC.
NYCC.
So we had a predictions video that we posted, and I said it would be so cool if they had a Professor Quirrell pop and like with Voldemort on the back of his head. And they literally did it. I mean, I had mentioned it maybe 2 weeks prior on a video.
Yeah.
And then they released that they were releasing this, and it was amazing. So if you're new to collecting or haven't seen this, I highly suggest, if you're a Harry Potter fan, getting this pop, because look at that.
It is a cool pop.
I freaking love this pop. It is incredible.
Well, what's even cooler than that, and you didn't even mention, this actually, Heather called this Funko Pop.
I just said
that.
that.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
And
I
you
didn't catch
just
it.
listened to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking around. I was looking for something. Go ahead. Sorry. You called that Funko Pop, right? Is that what you, maybe
Did you guys just see what happened? This is what happens every single day, and people wonder why I'm like so grumpy.
How could you be grumpy about that? You got a dumbass with you. That's only it
You
makes you
literally,
happier.
we were.
You look like you're smart all the time.
I was looking in your eyes.
I know there's
talking to you
virtually nothing going on there
about how I called this Funko Pop.
I know. Stop it. That's what editing does to you when you're editing so much. It burns your brain out.
Wow.
Ugh. I don't listen to anything, Tino. Thank you.
Love this pop.
But because you all are so sweet to us and you've been here and people are sending us money, I want to give away something. I want to give away a Hot Rocks from Funko.
Chris, nobody wants that.
Believe it or not, I think there are more people who want this than not. And I think it's because they don't want to spend the money on this Funko Pop. So I'm making it easy on you. I'm giving this away. So if you want this, I want to say up front that if you want this and you live outside of the United States and you win, we will pay the first $5 of shipping. The rest of the shipping will be on you, but the prize will be completely free. Okay, so you can win this. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to win. But first, I do want to mention our Patreon. Head over to patreon.com/Gastlecast to find out all the ways that you can support the channel. And you can help us do really big things. Grow the channel, get new equipment, get items that we can give away like this guy right here. All sorts of stuff. It really helps us. It's beneficial. And during our live during our Google Meets with our patrons, we give away items like this Hulk. We've been showing this one off lately. This actually came from our friend Danny. She sent us a box of goodies. We have that. We have a Skeletor on Panther. We got all sorts of stuff that we'll be giving away. And I have something really big that we'll be giving away over the next couple months, but I cannot talk about it just yet. So head over to patreon.com/Gastlecast to find out how you can support the channel. If you love us so much, maybe that's your way of showing your love. Okay? So to win this guy right here, it's pretty easy. Can you do a random number generator? Or do you want me to do it?
Sure. Yeah, you do it. I'm
Okay.
at 9%.
All right. I'm going to do a random number generator. Okay. All right. So the number is going to be between 35 and 65. 35 and 65. And just a heads up, this does not glow. I know there's a lot of nonsense going on where Glamma Funko mentioned that it glows. It does not glow. It just glows under a black light.
She was
Okay.
being silly, guys.
She was being silly, but she was also like, oh my God, look at it. It looks awesome. And a
does
lot of
look
people thought it
awesome.
glows in the dark. So between 35 and 65. A lot of numbers
We
here.
have it.
Up. We got one.
You guys can stop.
Is this who you say?
Yep.
Okay, so the winner is Jesus Dominguez Jr.
Dominguez.
Is it Dominguez?
Dominguez.
Okay. The winning number was 55. So congratulations, Jesus. You have won. If you want, the best way to get in contact with us is either gastlecast@gmail.com or go on Instagram @gastlecast and message us. We need your name and we need your address. Once we have both of those things, we can pack up inside of a box and ship it off to you. So congratulations to you, Jesus.
Congratulations.
This guy is really cool. I just want to say, out of box, he is really stellar. I didn't know what I was going to think when he was out of box, but he's really, really cool. So boom, there you go.
Yeah, please send us your information this evening.
Oh, and you are right with his last name. How do you say it?
Oh, good. Dominguez.
Dominguez. Thank you.
Please send us your information this evening because I'm going to be getting a bunch of stuff out in the morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can ship it out today. So try, if you could,
Tomorrow morning.
message
Not
us and
today.
we can get it out tomorrow. So we'll get out to you very, very, very soon. So there you go. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for the discussion about the channel and giving us some feedback. I love all feedback. I love critical feedback. You guys were giving us some critical feedback tonight, and I love it.
Unless you're really mean, just don't be mean about it.
Yeah, don't like call us names or anything. But the feedback is great. It helps us grow. It helps us build. And it helps us like kind of learn our trajectory and like what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. So we really appreciate that. If you haven't already joined, go over to Facebook and join Gastlecast We Hunt Together, as Aaron just posted right there.
Only if you will follow the rules and not flip in our group.
Follow the rules. Read the rules as soon as you go in.
Can
I highly recommend.
I talk about the guy that we had to kick out earlier this week because I feel like it's a hot topic. There were like 10 people talking about it in the chat earlier. And
If you can do it without talking crap about somebody, because I don't want to be...
Okay, I'm going to do it in
be...
the most tactful way as I possibly can. So earlier this week, when you join our group, you have to answer questions. And the questions, I don't know where I can find them. But the first, okay, so it's, how did you hear about our group? What's the other one? What do you collect? And do you agree to follow the rules? So you have to type like, yes, I agree to follow the rules or whatever. But then there's a fourth question, and it's literally a checkbox, and you have to click the check that says that you agree to follow the rules. So you have to agree to follow the rules twice. And if you don't agree to follow the rules twice, then we don't let you in, period. So someone came in, and they agreed to follow the rules twice because that's the only way that they get into the group. And this person was like trying to skirt corners, acting like he read the rules, but he was clearly breaking the rules. And they posted in the group a picture of like 9 or 10 of the 5,000 count Biggie Small Funko Pop. And then they were basically telling people to DM them with offers and all sorts of crazy stuff. And then one of our mods, I asked him specifically, I said, can you like see what this guy's wanting? Because if he was willing to let him go for retail, like that's fine. I understand if someone gets their Biggie Small or whatever and they don't want to let it go for retail, whatever. But don't post 9 of them in a group where we're about helping each other and expect that to be okay. Like if you're going to do it somewhere, do it elsewhere, seriously. But it was, this person basically said, make me an offer. And our mod offered him $25 or something. And the guy basically laughed at it, and he's like, yeah, that's not happening. This is a 5,000 count. And he posted like a picture of like the latest eBay sale where it went for like $150. So basically I was like, screw this. I kicked the guy out. Sometimes like we know what people are doing, but until they actually like formally break a rule, I don't like to kick them out, because if they ask why they were kicked out, I can refer back to, oh, well, this is the rule you broke, basically. So this person then takes it to Instagram and starts messaging Chris and I, and they're like, well, I don't understand why I was kicked out. And I can tell you, I said, I can tell you exactly why you were kicked out. And I told him, not just one instance, but 2 instances, one publicly in the group that like sort of rubbed me the wrong way, but then him interacting with our mod like that. And I said, this is why you were kicked out of the group. I kicked you out. And they said something like, well, I have 3 kids that are older than you or that are your age. Basically saying that like, I don't know, like I'm a kid or something.
I guess.
I don't know. It was just really bizarre. And I asked him, I said, well, how would you feel about a grown man talking to one of your 3 daughters the way you're talking to me right now? It was really bizarre. It was really creepy. Like, I don't know. I didn't like it. And they were basically laughing, and they said, well, you can tell your little friend that, he can go cry about not getting my pop for $25. And I said, listen, dude, he didn't want your pop. He only DM'd you because I asked him to, because I wanted to see what your deal was. It was just really bizarre and ugh.
Yeah. So we try to tell people before they come in a nutshell, when you're agreeing to all of that, you're basically saying, I'm going to follow the rules and I'm going to read the rules once I get inside the group, blase, blase, blah. And some people come in and they just go completely against the We Hunt Together thing. I can't wrap my head around it why somebody will come in the group. It's almost like they want to see if they can break the rule. Like they're there specifically for that. And the people that annoy me the most that come in are people who have expectations that people are going to help them on a constant basis without them helping other people. So they constantly want the help, but they're never willing to give the help back. And I think that goes also against what We Hunt Together is. It isn't that you come into the group and you just take advantage of everybody. Heather and I have both helped people along the way through all this. I mean, you know, not only do we do giveaways here on the channel, but in the group, we offer things to people all the time. In fact, I think Tombstone, I sent him, I think it was a Blacklight Carnage. This is way back when it first came out. I think it was him, but don't quote me on that. But we always come and try to help people as much as we possibly can. You can't come into the group expecting like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want that. People are going to help you, and then you never rise to the occasion, so to speak. So if you're going to come in there, just make sure you're helping people. Make sure you're helping too. If you're going to ask for it, make sure you're also helping people along the way. And I do understand that a lot of people aren't in the, I guess a place, maybe like not in an area where there are a lot of stores, so maybe they can't help as much as some other people.
Which we understand.
But you can at least tip people, or even, I don't know, like if you have something cool that you can throw in, I don't know, just something, just like somehow show your thanks to people. If you're unable to help other people with obtaining stuff, it's just, I just hate seeing people use the We Hunt Together motto, and then like as soon as they get what they want, either they dip or they just hang back until the new thing's out. I just think it's crap. Oh, yeah, I was right. I thought so. Anyway, wow, we got on a crazy topic. It's so late now. I'm so tired.
Sorry, guys.
No, this is good. I'm glad we did this. I had fun. And thank you to all the subscribers. I'm seeing a lot of people subscribing. Thank you. I'm hoping you're enjoying this. I do want to make mention that our videos are sometimes different than our lives. Our lives are a little bit more like hanging, where our real videos or actual videos are just like fun and crazy and fast, and sometimes they, as some people say, they're a little cringy and loud. But that's the way I like it, unfortunately. But we'll see what we do moving into the future based off of some of the things we've heard. But anyway, remember, guys, as always, we are together. Be good to each other this week. Have fun this week. Do good things. Help your fellow collectors along the way. And make sure you're right back here with us again next Sunday when we go live and discuss all sorts of rowdy stuff. Hopefully something cool happens this week that we can talk about, just like we did tonight. But that's it for us, guys. Thank you again. We are together. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.